Today's topic is direct and inverse proportion. And in this chapter, this is the new chapter, and we are going to learn lot many new things in this chapter. That are first in this video we are going to cover the basic concept of the chapter and what does the definition and the chapter name means. We'll understand that thing. First in this video we are understand about direct proportion. Direct means that one person or the one thing is directly related with the other, that is said to be as direct proportion. One person or one thing related directly with the other is said to be as the direct proportion. Now let us see direct proportion in terms of mathematics. The ratio between x and y remains the same as they vary. What do said? The ratio between x and y remains the same as they vary. That means the ratio is not affected, but they are directly proportional. That means if the two things are directly proportional, if one is varied, then definitely other is going to be varied. Suppose in terms of a normal life we are talking about, if your father is getting promoted, then definitely you are also going to be happy. That means if your father is happy, you are also going to be happy, your whole family is going to be happy. That is said to be a direct proportion or direct relation. That is the basic concept of the chapter. That means directly related with or directly proportional to the other one. Yes, that is said to be a direct proportion in day-to-day life also and in terms of mathematics also. Here what is to be said as y is proportional to x. That means if we change the value of y, then value of x is also going to be changed. Simultaneously, if we are going to change the value of x, value of y is also going to be changed. Then they are said to be as the directly proportional. And to remove the proportion sign, that is this, we are removing and writing it as y is equals to k. That is said to be as the constant, and by that basis we can say that they are directly proportional. For solution we want equals to, that's why we can write it as with the help of a constant we can say that they are directly proportional. Now let us see what is there furthermore. Direct proportion statements and symbol. And the thing that we have studied in the last slide, similarly over here, y is directly proportional to x. Y in terms of equals to, we want to write y is equals to kx. Now y is proportional to x. Formula in terms of y, in terms of x we can write. So that could be written as y is proportional to x, and further could be written in mathematical form is y is equals to kx. Second statement, y is proportional to the square of x. In mathematical term, y is equals to kx square. Third statement, y is directly proportional to x cubed. That means y is equals to k as a constant we are taking. Always you can see over here also, second one also, and in third one also. Yes. So y is equal to k x cube. So x cube we are writing. Similarly, y varies directly with the square root of x. So which could be further written in mathematical form is y is equals to k under root of x. That is the statement, and in terms of mathematics we are writing. I hope you all might be clear. Second thing, direct proportion example. Now example related to that, so that we can get the basic concept clear and get detailed idea that what does that actually means. Yes, y is proportional to the square of x. Yes, if y is equals to 18 and x is equals to 3, what is now y when x is equals to 5? What would be the value of y when x is equals to 5? After taking or getting the first line, what we can say, y is proportional to square of x. We can write it as y proportional x square. In terms of mathematics, and for solution y is equals to kx square. We are taking constant as k, you can see. Now we know the value of y, that is 18. We have substituted because here we need to find the value of constant. Value of k as it is x square, that means value of x is 3. So 3 square, that is 9. 9 into k will result in 9k, and 18 as it is. So here 9 is in multiplication with k. After going that side would be in division, which could be, we are writing it as 18 upon 9 is equals to k. So 1s are 2s are. In this manner we can say that k is equals to 2, and that is the answer we are obtaining over here. You can see. Next thing, this was the step. Second thing, y is equals to 2x square, which could be written as, now substituting, because in a what is to be given? A when y when x is equals to 5. We need to find the value of y when x is equals to 5, because from the question itself we found the value of k. Now it is to be said, find the value of y when x is equals to 5. So the statement we have written is y is equals to kx square. It was there, na? But we have found the value of k as 2, so substituted the value of k directly as 2 and x square as it is. Now what is to be said in a? Substitute the value of x as 5. I am substituting the value of x as 5, 2 as it is, 5 x square, that means 5 square, that is 25, 2 into 25 will result in 50. So value of y we are obtaining over here is 50. Similarly with the b one, I hope you all might be clear. Now for the b, y is equals to 2x square, that is our updated equation. Now substitute value of y as 98. So we will substitute the value of y as 98, 2x square as it is. Now which could be written as further as 98 upon 2 is equals to x square, which will result in 49 is equals to x square given over here, and 49 is the square of 7. I hope you all might be clear with this statement and you have obtained and understood it in detail what does direct proportion mean. For another or detailed example, if you are still facing doubt, so I have taken one more example, and in other language definition is also there. Two quantities, for example number of cakes and total cost, are said to be in direct proportion. In yellow, great thing is written, when you double the number of cakes, you double the cost, because this is the thing we know and we are seeing in our day-to-day life. We can easily relate with this. That's why I have taken this example. First example, if you double the cake, suppose I am going in a cake shop and buying one cake, it costs 300. Suppose if I want to buy 2 cakes, then it would be, the amount will also be double. That is the only thing. So they are said to be as direct proportion. If I am increasing the quantity, price is also going to be increased. Yes, it doesn't mean I want 10 and you will give me in 300 only. No, because the cost of one cake is 300, not for as much as you want. Now example based on that, the cost of 6 cakes is euro 4.20. Find the cost of 5 cakes. 6 cake price is given to us, that is 4.20. Yes, we want to find for 5. First we need to find for 1, as basic method you are using in smaller standard or smaller grade, and in the higher grade you can directly cross multiply and find also. That is also the thing. But here we can find like this also. 4.20 divided by 6, which will result in cost of 1 cake is 0.70. We need to find for 5. So 5 into 0.70, which will result in euro 3.50. Now example based on it were over. I hope you all might be clear with that. Now I am giving you just a small example or homework that we can say. You have to write 2 quantities that are in direct proportion, that are directly related in our day-to-day life. You are seeing that examples you have to do so that you can get the concept clear and get the better idea. I hope you all have enjoyed the video. So friends, if you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching you all.